Putin's beloved toy, a criminal aggressive adventure, illegal invasion of Ukraine. Spending on that should remain a priority in the Russian budget, says Putin at a meeting with members of the Russian government where the preparation of the draft budget for 2025 and the upcoming 3 years period was discussed. Well, discussed is not a proper Russian term. Proper Russian will be partly like a Russian, there is no discussion. Whatever happens, there happens according to Putin. So, according to dictator Putin, in addition to increasing defense capability, the list of main areas of budget spending should include integration, whatever that means, of the annexed regions of Ukraine, as well as social support for citizens and technological development of the domestic economy, says Putin. The government has already allocated 60% more for the 2024 budget than the previous year and 3 times more than the pre-war 2021 level. The budget allocated 30% of all money for the purchase of course, weapons, and the maintenance of these weapons and, in general, armed forces, a record since USSR. Well, at least some record for Russia. The Kremlin plans to reduce defense spending over time, but at the same time, Putin is also increasing the size of his army. So reducing military spendings might never actually happen in reality. This is being done to spook Western countries, of course. Not sure that this spooking is working, and also Putin is increasing the army to 1.5 million active troops. That will double the cost of its maintenance. If early Russian contracted soldiers received an average about $4.5 thousand a year, now, taking into account all payments, they can count on income of up to $100,000 over 3 years' course. As the former minister said when he was in office, after the increase in the size of the army, almost half of Russian army will consist of contracted troops. If the current Russian way of financing its own army, taking into account other costs and expenditures, maintaining such a burdensome army will mount to a mind-boggling figure more than 3 trillion rubles a year. Keeping the current level of salaries for a long time may also force the Ministry of Defense of Russia to begin reducing other expenses like training, purchasing equipment or ammunition. Attracting new military personnel to the army will also increase the already high tension on the labor market, but it will be expensive not only in terms of salaries and social benefits, but will also actually require doubling the existing military infrastructure within Russia itself. For each new military division, it will be obviously necessary to build at least 5 barracks, from 5 to 10 usual housings for soldiers' families, as well as schools and other civilian infrastructure. Well, the associated costs may be exorbitant for the already overburdened defense budget. The size of the army, said by Putin, makes sense in times of war. And what happens after that? Such an enormously large professional army will look for new territories and capabilities. Just think about that.